Imagine getting a call from your boss tomorrow. We are downsizing. Today's your last day. How long could you survive? 1 month? 2? 3? For most people, the answer is terrifying, because when the work stops, the money stops immediately. Now imagine a different scenario, same call. Same job loss. But your bank account? It keeps growing. $300 comes in on Tuesday. $450 on Thursday. $600 on Saturday. Because you built something that doesn't depend on you showing up every single day. That's not a fantasy reserved for tech billionaires and trust fund babies. That's the fundamental lesson of The Parable of the Pipeline, a book that's changed the lives of millions of people who were stuck in the same trap you are in right now. Stay until the end because I'll share the one mistake 90% of people make that keeps them trapped. Here's what we'll cover today. Let's dive in. The story begins in a small Italian village that needs water. The town hires two ambitious young men, Pablo and Bruno, to carry water from a nearby river. They'll be paid per bucket delivered. Bruno's approach: Bruno is thrilled. He immediately buys 2 buckets and starts working. He carries water from dawn to dusk. He makes good money. He buys bigger buckets, develops bigger muscles, works longer hours. Bruno becomes known as Bruno the Bucket Man. He's proud of his work ethic. Pablo's approach: Pablo also starts carrying buckets. But every evening, and every weekend, he's working on something else, a pipeline. He's digging a trench to bring water directly from the river to the village. 6 months pass. Pablo keeps digging. 1 year. 2 years. Bruno's back is hurting. He needs to take days off. When he doesn't work, he doesn't get paid. Then one day, water flows through Pablo's pipeline. Suddenly, Pablo is earning money 24/7 whether he works or not. His income grows while Bruno's plateaus. Bruno has to work harder just to maintain his income. Pablo can travel, spend time with family, and his pipeline keeps paying him. Here's the brutal truth this parable reveals: most of us are Brunos. We trade our time for money. We get a job, work 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and when we stop working, the money stops flowing. We are taught to carry buckets. Get good grades, carry better buckets. Get a good job, get paid per bucket. Work hard, carry more buckets. Get promoted, get paid more per bucket. But we are never taught to build pipelines, to create systems and assets that generate income without our constant physical presence. Now let's break down the 7 game-changing lessons from this book. Lesson number 1: time is your most valuable asset. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. Bruno traded his irreplaceable time for replaceable money. Pablo invested his time once to build something that paid him repeatedly. Action step: ask yourself, am I building assets or just earning income? If you stopped working today, would money still flow in next month? Lesson number 2: linear income versus residual income. Linear income is equal to work once, get paid once. That's your salary, hourly wage, commission. Residual income is equal to work once, get paid repeatedly. That's royalties, rental income, business ownership, investments. The middle class focuses on linear income. The wealthy focus on residual income. Action step: list your income sources. How many are linear? How many are residual? Set a goal to create at least one source of residual income this year. Lesson number 3: short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. Pablo earned less than Bruno in the beginning. He looked foolish. People mocked him. But he was willing to sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term freedom. This is the test most people fail. We want instant results. We are not willing to invest 2 to 3 years building something that will pay us for the next 20 to 30 years. Action step: choose one pipeline to build. Commit to working on it consistently for at least 6 to 12 months, even if you don't see immediate results. Lesson number 4. You can't have security with only one bucket. Bruno's entire income depended on his ability to carry buckets. When he got sick, injured, or old, his income disappeared. No backup plan. No security. Job security is an illusion. Your company can downsize. Your industry can change. AI can replace your role. True security comes from multiple pipelines of income. Action step: never rely on one source of income. Build multiple smaller pipelines rather than one massive bucket. Lesson number 5. Leverage is the key to wealth. Pablo used leverage, the pipeline did the work for him. The wealthy use 4 types of leverage. Other people's time, employees, contractors. Other people's money, investors, loans. Technology, automation, software. Systems, franchises, processes. Bruno had no leverage. He could only carry what his 2 hands could hold. Action step: identify one area where you can add leverage to your work this month. Lesson number 6. Build your pipeline while carrying buckets. Here's the key: Pablo didn't quit carrying buckets immediately. He carried buckets during the day and built his pipeline in his spare time. You don't need to quit your job tomorrow. You need to start building your pipeline while you still have income. Action step: dedicate 1 to 2 hours daily to building your pipeline. Early mornings, evenings, weekends, protect this time like your future depends on it, because it does. Lesson number 7. Your pipeline is your legacy. After Pablo built his first pipeline, he built more. He taught others to build pipelines. His pipelines provided water and income long after he was gone, benefiting his children and grandchildren. Bruno left nothing. When he stopped working, the money stopped. His children had to start from scratch, carrying their own buckets. Action step: think generationally. What pipeline can you build that will provide for your family beyond your working years? So how do you actually build a pipeline? Here are real examples. Take a screenshot. Remember, your pipeline doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to exist. Pablo's first pipeline probably leaked. But he built it, improved it, then built another. The biggest mistake: people try to build too many pipelines at once. They start a business, invest in crypto, launch a YouTube channel, and flip houses, all simultaneously. They spread themselves too thin and build nothing substantial. Choose one pipeline. Build it until it flows. Then add another. Here's what I want you to remember from the parable of the pipeline. You are not lazy if you want to work smarter instead of harder. You are not greedy if you want financial freedom. You are not a dreamer if you want to stop trading time for money. You are just someone who finally understands the difference between buckets and pipelines. If this video opened your eyes to the bucket carrying trap you are in, smash that like button. Drop a comment telling me, what pipeline are you going to start building? Subscribe and hit the notification bell. This is Guide to Wealth, where powerful ideas meet practical action.